Welcome back to the Titanium Hangout. This is Mike coming at you with the weekly news and review for March 15th, 2026. And we have the TFcon Los Angeles third-party panel, and it was pretty weak. There's a couple of cool things in there, but very weak, to say the least. But we're going to go through that. So we're going to have a different order to the news for the Transformers. Then we'll get into talking about Cryptoids. Cryptoids is a pretty cool toy line that's made by the Yes Have Some crew, and they smashed through their crowdfund in 32 hours. They only needed 150,000. They got like 180 now. So if you want to get in on this, you got to go to their crowdfund. And then we've got some more Simpsons stuff that's 2.5 inch. I guess the 5-inch stuff is no longer. And then we've got some Master Universe cartoon. This is the 2000X series cartoon. And then McFarlane, quite a bit of stuff with McFarlane going on with a bang. And then I guess some wrestling stuff, all this. And Star Wars. Yes, there's Star Wars and deluxe. I don't really see that it's that deluxe, but $28. All right, we'll talk about this some more coming up. All right, so there's a Zenith 1 Transformers movie, Bumblebee Optimus Prime oversized version. I think it's like 14 inches tall, $50 down. Hold on a second. It is 28 inches tall, 15 inches wide, and 16.54 inches in length. So huge. Deformable, meaning it can transform, link joints, magnetic lighting, and fully operable. So, very interesting. Huge, very expensive. What else is new at Shozy Store? They've got Balakis 1/6 wheels, Transformers, CO2 Wreck and Rule set of 12. There's also some variants in here and stuff. I think it shows the variants up there. But, yeah, pretty interesting. If you're into this, they don't transform. You got to put them together. $42. And there's a Dr. Will for pre-order. The DWES-01M Flight Track Flywheels Shattered Glass version, which is put on with an M, meaning it's like the 5th version they've made. It still looks kind of cool, interesting. But Dr. Wu. So I won't be covering this in the TF panel. I covered it here. Saw it here first. Next, Transbots Geon or Blades is $109.99, $110. On sale was $140. So if you're into this, if you're going to be doing their Defensor, then you might be doing it right. If you pick this guy up on sale, it makes it just that much sweeter in the end. All right, so we're going to start with the TFcon. This is the Colorverse versus Remix, and we've got a Make Toys, and we've got MMC with one of the birds, all recolored, and that's one of the exclusives. And as you can see, TF Source, ages 3 and up, and Toy Dojo are all involved in that. Then we've got Metagate and their G07 Drift TLK. There's the alt mode. There is the bot mode, and yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks very similar to stuff that they've done in the past. We move into Rising Force, as if we haven't seen them yet, but this is their Fall of Cybertron Bruticus, which we have seen. And there's the alt modes, so you can see what the alt modes look like. This is Legend Scale and combined. So there it is. Fall of Cybertron Bruticus. Robot Toys, showing their RT-06 Rocket. So this is Transformers Primal Silver, which I believe, since there's not a D in it, it's the Legends. And then this one here has the D in it. It's the Waspinator. Does it have the D in it? I believe it does. Anyway, definitely a masterpiece scale Waspinator. There's the bot mode. Looks good and very needed to finish out the team. Kara did not do it. And this is fun here to show you that it's Masterpiece, and that versus one of their Legends figures. We got Still Kitty over here with his Chibi Abominus, and then they're going to do a kind kind of a shadow reveal on something else. So what's that going to be? Is it a Computron? Did they already do Computron? Then we get into Dreamstar Toys with Excavator Warrior, Constructicon, Scavenger, and then going to show some stuff going on here. Alt mode, which I like the shiny paint, so that does good there. Then there's the arm mode. All looks good. And then this one is, I believe, Brawl prototype. And then this here is getting into DX9, the Mini 10. Mini 10. This is like a Genrai. We've seen all this stuff before, so none of this stuff is new. But it is what it is. Mini 10, Mini 09A. Then we've got, we've seen these pictures. And then, okay, so this is the Mini 10. That's the Mini 09A. So I don't know what they are. I guess we'll find out in the future. And then we've got this Mini M01. So anyway, they are working on DX9 Minis, working on some stuff. It's been a little while since they've released anything. Then we get into Great General Toys Skybreaker Ultra Magnus. And it looks kind of silvery. There is the alt mode. Skybreaker Ultra Magnus. Zero One Studio showing a broadside. There's also a green Unicron that I saw, but it wasn't in the slide, so it is what it is. And I'm pretty sure this will be more affordable than the Fans Toys version. I did not pre-order the Fans Toys one because I have no idea how much it's going to cost. And I'm not that in on the character, so if I was going to get one, I'd probably get this one, just because it'd be significantly cheaper, I think. Then I don't know. And then I think I'm just going to show Magic Square alt modes for the Technobots. I mean, we've seen all this before. And then there's another alt mode, and I think they all look good, though. I was going to say something funny here, but Magic Square is moving fast on this set. These are probably renders, but they're moving fast like it's prom night or something, so let's get into this one. And a lot of love right now for Computron, since we've got now a second Legends and 2 competing for Masterpiece. But it's better than no options. So I do think I'll like Magic Square more, but I'm just happy with what I've already got. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty good. There's the bots team, and they look great. I mean, they have that Magic Square look, that Magic Square vibe. Every one of them looks good. There's the combine mode, which looks good. Definitely. And then this shows, I guess, kind of prototypes, or where they're at. Like I said, they're moving fast. They're moving quickly on this. Then New Age, I mean, we've already seen this, so we won't spend much time on it, but it looks good with their Rekar. What do they even call it? They call it, I don't have the name on it yet, but there's the alt mode, which looks good too. Yeah, they did good. The Big Fans Toys one's not that bad either. Fans Hobby's got a few things going on here. This is the Blue Sky Flame and Triggerman and some other stuff. But there's going to be another one coming up that I got to show. That's a repaint. Well, there's a lot of Fans Hobby repaints. This is the MB22B Blue Sky Flame, which is pretty interesting when it turns into, this is the Armada Jetfire. And there's the alt mode. Pretty cool looking space shuttle mode. Then we get into Fantastic Model. Okay, so we've got FM07 Cop, which is Prowl. And it looks pretty good. I do have it pre-ordered. There's the alt mode. And it does look pretty good. I don't know how hard it's going to be to get here. And I'm not well, this character needs the opening doors because that's part of the character. There he is next to his pals. And then we've got, I guess is this all three of them? All three of the Dotson brothers? FMO 8 is, which one is that? Smoke or Smoke Screen. Clever. FMO 9 is Flash or Blue Streak. And there's the alt mode, looking good overall. Look at the T-tops. Ish. Then we get into Euclid, so like showing more love for Computron. Strafe. There's the alt mode for Euclid / Strafe. Again, this is none of this stuff's really new or groundbreaking. It's just updates on projects. Euclid. Saving your wallets. It's like, hey, I pre-ordered this stuff last TFcon. So I don't know how to say this. Pythagoras, or nose cone. There's another picture, front, back, and side to side. I guess you can clip the foot to his back. Is that how that goes? Is that what they're trying to get through to you? You clip the foot on top of his alt mode if you choose to. But I like that shine. They're saying it's going to be back metal. It's going to shine. Here's the leg mode, which is probably most important. I don't know. If you're doing the other ones at Bingo Toys, if you're doing the other one, that might be your combined mode, and this might be your individual bots. MMC Laborator E. And there's Laborator in his alt mode. Still looks pretty good. Here's the weird part, like there's no face on either one of these, but there's the torso. So there it is. And I think I've seen some people making comments that this, like if you're doing Fans Toys or X Transbots, this might be a fun one to get a recolor of, like the yellow or something. Then we get into the IF04 Adder Beta. Adder Beta. It's kind of like, looks like they're, was it Drift, but recolored? Still looks pretty cool. Then we have Solar RMX22 Solar, which is the Laserbeak. This is I believe this is the exclusive for this event, and it looks pretty cool. Now, remember, these birds are huge. They are huge. They're not the same size as Car or Fans Toys or any of that. They're massive. There's the transformation sequence. I think they're one of the easier transformations. Then we've got Ratbat. There's the alt mode. Cassette mode for Ratbat, which I think is one we need. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to get it. But is Ratbat in that department where it should be the same size as like the Takara birds? Like, is this going to be too overwhelmingly big like the birds? I don't know, but I'm still going to get it. Check it out. Then there's this R54 Optus Seiko. That's Super Genrai. Of course, a bit on stylized side. Not the first one they've ever made, of course. Just a recolor. Unpainted sample. Still looks pretty good. And then this is a picture from TM Reviews. So if you want to see more of his pictures, go to Facebook, TM Reviews. And if you want to see, I'm sure he's got coverage on his YouTube channel for this event. But pretty cool. Chosen Prime has a great display. All right, we've got is this Fans Hobby MB24C Triggerman. And this one is limited to 500 pieces, $160, and only while supplies lasted. The Chosen Prime booth at TFcon. So that's getting kind of back to where the only place you can get them is TFcon if you go. So that's how that goes. All right, so we got some more stuff shown at the booth here. So this is 3-0 at TFcon LA, and we can see these guys, Ramjet and Shatterglass Sideswipe, and Stepper. Then they've got Shockwave, MDLX, and then Cliff Jumper and Comic Book Edition Optimus Prime. Pretty cool stuff. If you're into this, a little bit stylized on all these, of course. I mean, that's what you would probably expect. And we got some movie stuff here. We got the movie version of Jazz and Bumblebee Cybertronian mode. And then, what else do we have over here? All right, we got some Galaxy toys showing off different colors of their primes. This is Sub-Legends, smaller than Legends, but does look pretty interesting. Promising if you are going in on this scale, might be kind of fun. Let's check it out. And then here's the alt modes. And there it is. Looks like a pretty good mold. I don't know what you're going to be doing with them that small. Unless, of course, you're just collecting everything Galaxy Toys makes. And I'm not sure how they stack up with Dr. Wu. Alright, we got YOLO Park, AMK Mini, G1, Transformers, Wave 2 Secret Edition, Shattered Glass Rodimus, and Blue Streak pre-orders are up. And there it goes. I guess they're up everywhere. You need to find it. And only $21 each. Not bad. Wait, is that $21 for the pair? I'm not sure. I'm not seeing the actual pre-order just yet. Alright, so we've got a first sighting of Outback by Soundwinder in Germantown Walmart in Maryland. And his wave partner, Wheelie, may show up soon. I'm just throwing this out there. All these retros have gone on clearance. I mean, and now they're on clearance for $14 right now at the stores, at the Walmarts. All right, we've got some more Hasbro stuff. The Age of the Primes Deluxe Transformers Prime Smokescreen. And this is from Prime vs. Prime. And that must be compared to the first one, the original one. And I like the one on the left better, the newer one. But does it look closer to the cartoon or not? We've got in-hand images of Takara Overgear Ironhide and Blackout. An official in-hand images from... Oh, that's from the official Twitter of Takara. So, was that really in hand? It's in their hands. Okay, now we got the alt mode. One of the alt modes next to Prime. And that's what it looks like. I mean, they don't look like they're from the same genre. So we got some better pictures of this Titan class Grimlock from the movies. And I'm a little surprised he's kind of a shiny silver. And not what I thought, actually. So there he is in shiny silver greatness. And it's going to be expensive, but not as big as most Titans. There he is in his alt mode. Looking angry. I wonder if you put Optimus Prime on his back. I'm sure you can. Sure it's possible. Somehow, some way. Alright, so not as much Transformers news going on this week. I thought TFcon would bring a lot more than it did. Kind of sad there, but we've got some stuff here. We have McFarlane, and I really don't know about all this stuff, but Warhammer 40k Next Wave Target exclusive BTAS Clock King Wave, Superman, Black Canary, Freddie Freeman Shazam, Vigilante Classic, 89 Joker, Lobo, First Appearance Supergirl, Batman Beyond, Red Hood, and Batman Eiffel. All three of those are busts. Page Punchers, Black Suit, Mullet, Superman versus Mongol 2-pack, Teen Titans Robin, OMAC, Starman, Bronze Tiger, Gangbuster, Lar Freeze, Dope, Deadman, Batman, and Dark Knight Batman Remastered. I gotta say, he's making use of this license while he's got it. NECA's officially showing off the Pee Wee Herman. This is the second one they put out, but it has little characters with them. I don't really think it's that bad if you can deck out the rest of his characters like this. I don't see why that would be a bad thing. I don't think people get too mad about buying multiple Pee Wees if you get 3 or 4 characters with it. But maybe you should do a character pack, because some of the characters are kind of tall. Here's everything in the package. That's what you get. And yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of fun. I don't know if it's going to appeal to everyone, but yeah, it's fascinating. One thing that happened this week was Target came out saying that they're going to be reducing the size of their toy aisles. And I don't know if that means that like they're cutting a third of their toys out or what. I don't know if that affects the collector stuff either. I don't know. But that's what I've been hearing, that Target's cutting back. And that's where I get almost all my NECA, is at Target. March 26th is going to kick off CollectorCon at Walmart. And so what we get, Star Wars Vintage Collection, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Airborne Clone Trooper, which we'll see all this at Star Wars segment, so no need to really mess with that. Black Series Mandalorian mini helmet, Black Series Stormtrooper mini helmet, Transformers Deluxe Class Star Eagle, Transformers U.S. Soccer Federation Breakaway, G.I. Joe Classified Series Retro Cardback Duke, Classified Night Creeper Dire Tech, Masters Universe Alcala Face, and then Masters Universe Vintage Collection Scareglow, which it's cool for what it is. WWE crossover Street Fighter, Yokozuna as Hondo, and then Dominic Mysterio as Ken. I want to show this Duke that's coming out, and it's going to be part of the CollectorCon. Not something I'm really after myself, especially not for full price, but it's interesting, it's fascinating. And we do have the Reaction Plus figures from Super 7. Not sure exactly how you go about getting those either. Will they be in the stores? I don't know. But yeah, there's 4 that are in the Reaction Plus line, and we've seen those already. Night Creeper with Dire Tech. This is shameless reuse of a Night Creeper, but it's a cool figure to do it with. It's not something I'd be too interested in. And yeah, if I see it on a peg, I might grab it, but not at $28, so probably not. Still looks cool. Just so you know, the limited edition Mondo 1/6 scale Triclops is up for pre-order right now, so you can get that if you choose to. And it's $255 at the Mondo shop. 2000X Cartoon Collection Next Wave. It is Masters Universe, Merman, Tila, Orko, Roboto. Roboto is big. And they say it's available for pre-order everywhere that you normally pre-order. And the Orko, I mean, I gotta say, Orko never looks a whole lot different. I mean, it looks a little different, but not a lot different from one series to the other. But like Roboto looks way different, and Tila looks way different. Merman looks pretty different. You know, I forgot to talk about these when I was talking about McFarlane. Was this included in there? Yep, this was included in that stuff, but it's a better picture of this set. I think people are really excited about it for some reason. I'm not in on any of this really, but and I failed to secure my Christopher Reeve Superman, and I'm not even worried about it. It's not even a concern. All right, so there's a lot of stuff going on with wrestling. I don't know much about it, so let's just get into this main event series 164. Razor Raymond, Ivy Millie, CM Punk, Paul Logan, and then there's Ethan Page, Sol Ruka, Cody Rhodes, Jay Uso, Chad Gable, Becky Lynch, Roman Reigns, and Sheamus. And I just thought these kind of looked cool. Then there was Jay Uso versus Logan Paul. I don't know why they keep wanting to throw him in there. Ethan Page. So it's all these same names over and over and over. All these same names. And then Monday Night Elite Collection Series. You get Mosh, Thrasher, NWO, Bryan Adams, Hulk Hogan. Well, I think that's what this picture is. The Build-A-Figure Ravishing Rick Rude. Am I right? That's what this picture is. All right, so the 2.5-inch scale Simpsons Krusty the Clown show multi-pack. And it has Krusty in a tuxedo, Itchy Scratchy, Sideshow Mel, Dr. Teeny, and Cannon. Figures range from 2 to 2.5 inches. 4 points for articulation, all come packed in a window box. And they keep it going somehow. It's got a car. And yes, they can all fit in that car. Not. All right, here's the Cryptoids. And this is funded in 32 hours. 185,419 with 931 backers. That's about $200 a backer. And I think I have in here showing you what you can get. If you fully back it for $3.99, you get pretty much everything they're making. And the smallest amount, I think you just get the little green alien for $30. But yeah, yes, have some. Did a great job. This is on Kickstarter.com. This past week, I heard that the Super 7 Ultimate's Quicksilver toy version sold out everywhere. I looked around, and I can't find it in stock anywhere. But I'm still wondering if they'll ever do another run and make it a lighter silver instead of that charcoal look to it. So the fact that it's sold out before everything else means maybe down the road at the end they will make it. I don't know. But it also makes me want to just open the rest of my vac metal ones, because it just, even though it looks like charcoal, it still looks so much better than the first version because it's vac metal. And now I kind of want the rest of them open. So probably gonna do that, but you know, on YouTube you don't open stuff unless the camera's rolling. All right, so we got a few things in the Star Wars realm before we wrap everything else up. But we've got this Black Series Mando and Grogu wave hitting Myers, Meijer. I've never known how to say it, but am I saying it right? Am I saying it wrong? 28 bucks each. There they go. I guess if you're really interested in picking them up, go for it. And then we've got other stuff. We've got a mystery box. The Black Series Athena. This is from, of course, yakface.com. Bring us this information. And intercepted transmission. So what exactly is it going to be? And it's probably from the Mandalorian and Grogu movie that's coming, but still interesting kind of questions. What's it going to be? Wonder if it's like a plot reveal. I don't know if it'd reveal plot, but like if it's something like a character we wouldn't know would be in there. Like Jedi Luke again? Then VC3, this is a vintage collection. Baze Malbus Deluxe, 28 bucks. I mean, the character's not very popular, not highly popular, but let's charge 28 bucks. Let's charge Black Series price for this guy. I don't know what they're thinking. But anyhow, that's Hasbro's thought process these days and how they do stuff. We also have, and this was Walmart's CollectorCon right here. This is Obi-Wan Airborne Clone, 212th Battalion. People eat this clone stuff up. They love these different clones. And they'll probably gobble up this 2-pack. And they also like Obi-Wan, so it's probably pretty popular. I mean, I'm going to pass, but a lot of people probably really like it. So this is Action Verse, like the tiny baby stuff that they make. It's Imbo, whatever that is. But the interesting part, I think, in this whole thing is the accessories are going to include a crossbow, a net, a hat that serves as a shield, and more. And this, I mean, I guess you could see the characters right there, right? Is that right? Is that the character? And like that character will also, I mean, that could be what's in the other box that's missing, but this will probably be in Vintage Collection Black Series also. But yeah, it's revealed here first. Well, I guess that's going to be it for this week. I want to sincerely apologize for the lackluster results of the TFcon third-party panel. On one hand, I'm disappointed. On the other hand, I've got a lot of pre-orders that if they all hit right now, that would suck financially. So I'm not too upset about it. You know, it's like, give us some time to catch up on the pre-orders that we already have coming, which isn't the end of the world. But let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and Tidy Room Hanger out.